When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Westbrook. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Washington State's offense has the ball first today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Look out, he's got room. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Oregon's offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was...
There he goes. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Quarterback making adjustments. Moore will throw. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Wants to throw. It's Duggar. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Shows him the stiff arm. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Casper. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Offense in the hurry-up. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Got him downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of... And he has the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The offense will have to use... First time out of the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Moore to the air. Buying some time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. quarterback may change this route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. And you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Westbrook. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll try to do it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Handoff to the single running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They're going to do a better job.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grab behind the line, it's Barnes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out.
There he goes to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play, and an important first down. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. From the gun. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The give out of the gun. Slithers into space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Booker. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Duggar. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Cougars are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Freeman. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Breaks the tackle. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The sure hands, it's Moss. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
They're dealing with a second and long. He might want another play. Moore will throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Craver. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Casper. Turning it on. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
It'll be a run on third and short. Still running at the 35. Wide open spacing. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Oregon! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
Touch pass on the jet sweep.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Minnesota. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Caught behind the line. It's Booker. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Washington State has it all working right now. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Duggar. Got his man downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Washington State has it in the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Booker. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Spin move. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. On 1st and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. Caught in the backfield, it's Booker. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
38, Washington State, 7.
And here's the return. Slips through the line. He is electric in the return game, and that one has... set up nicely. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Give to the back. Makes a man miss. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air, it's Washington. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Woods. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone. It's Woods. There he goes. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He wants it all. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Back to throw. It's Washington. Finds his tight end. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on 1st down from the 43. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as... He's did it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to scramble. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football...
Makes the grab. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And give him another 16. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Freeman. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and